Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we're gonna make a store inside of our game. First I'm gonna add UI image. I'm calling it background. Then I drag and drop my background sprite. It's too small, I'm gonna change the scale. It looks good now. Another thing we should do, change the canvas scaler to not constant pixel size, but scale with screen size. Let's add another UI image. Add inside of the background and call this item. I am adding frame sprite to this image and creating another image for the background sprite. Let's make background to fit inside of the frame. The last thing we need, icon image for item. I'm finding my skin sprite inside of the assets and adding to the image. But it's not working for some reason. Okay, these are raw images, so I should change them to sprite and 2D UI inside of their settings. So the texture type is not going to be default, it's going to be 2D sprite and UI. Now I can add my images. It's too big, so I'm gonna change the scale. Our icon looks like a little bit squished, so I'm gonna actually increase the Y axis of scale of item. Now it looks better than before, to be honest. The last thing I'm gonna do is to add text. I'm gonna write blue skin and with blue color. Now everything is ready, let's add button component for item. And actually I want to create a game object, which is I'm going to call shop. And I'm going to add everything which is I created inside of this object. So let's create a text mesh pro and I'm gonna call this title. So basically I want to just write shop at the top of my UI. Let's try to change with another colors to decide which color it looks with the best. I think it doesn't look good with the white, so I'm gonna make it black. It's too big, so let's decrease the font size to 29. Okay, I think it looks good now. So I'm gonna duplicate items, so it's gonna be buttons for other skins too. We have red and black skin. I'm changing the icons and the text underline of them, so I'm gonna change the color for the red skin to red and the black skin to black. Another thing I actually forgot to add the prices of the skins, so I'm gonna write 120 coins for the red skin and probably 250 coins for the black skin. Price text for the black skin is out of the story UI, so I want to decrease the size of the shop title a bit and drag these blue and red skins a little bit to up, so we can drag black skin to up a bit too. It's not great now, but it's better than before for sure. Price of the black skin doesn't look centered for me, so I'm gonna add 2 more space for that. So let's play to see how the UI looks inside of the game. Okay, it's not bad. Let's go back to Unity. Let's add a player and the grounds for the scene. I'm resetting the position of the cube. Let's change the scale of this cube so it can look as a ground. And I'm calling it ground. Now I'm gonna add capsule for player. I'm resetting position of that too. Now it's time to create a folder for materials. I'm gonna create 3 materials, blue, red and black. Cool, our materials are ready, so I'm gonna add blue color to the player as a default. Player looks a bit to attach to the ground, so I'm gonna drag a little bit high. Now let's create another folder for our scripts. And I'm gonna create a C# script, which is I'm gonna call it shop menu. Let's add a public function buy red skin and another function for buying a black skin. Now let's write a coin integer at the top of the script and another integer for shop index. Setting 0 value for shop index as a default for now. And we need array for our materials. And also for our buttons, so I'm gonna call Unity engine.ui library. And we also need a player renderer to set a material, to set a skin to our player. We don't need start function, I'm deleting that. So as you can see, we can reach player's material by player render, and it's gonna equal to materials array with the shop index. I forgot to add a function for our blue skin, so I'm adding now. I'm setting our shop index to 0 in that function. I'm copying this, I'm pasting for a red skin function and also a black skin function. It's gonna be 1 for red skin and it's gonna be 2 for black skin. Now inside of the update function, we are checking our coins amount. If it's more than 120, then make our red skin button interactable. And if it's more than 250, make interactable also for the black skin button. Now let's go back to Unity and attach this script to shop object. Should assign our materials. I'm doing the same thing for our buttons too, but I'm not gonna add a blue skin button because it's always gonna be interactable no matter what. And the last thing left to do to add our player renderer. Now let's assign our functions to our buttons. As you can see in here, I'm assigning getBlue function to item 1 button, and I'm gonna do the same thing for other buttons too. As a default, black skin button and red skin button won't be interactable. I also want to add a button to quit the store. So I'm randomly choosing one sprite from my assets. Let's create another UI image. I'm attaching my sprite to it. Let's locate that to the right top of corner of the shop UI. Okay, it looks good now. Also, don't forget to add button component. So I'm adding event listener to this button. I'm dragging the shop object and I'm choosing this to set active false from the game object function. We added button for quitting the store, that's cool. Now let's add another button to enter the store. I'm just gonna write shop inside of this button. And I'm gonna assign the location of this button to the top right corner. Now we are assigning event listener for that button too, but it's gonna be different for that, so we're gonna make that the shop object is gonna be set active true in this case. So let's save the project and play it, see what happens. So we have 0 coin, it's perfect. Our red and black skin buttons are not interactable, but our blue skin is interactable. Our quit button is working, our shop button too, so everything perfect. That's good. Now let's try to write 300 for our coins integer. And as you can see, our red button is interactable and our player skin changed to red. That's perfect. Same for the black skin and button too. Now I want to add a UI to display our amounts of coins. Let's add Text Mesh Pro and let's call this title. And I'm going to assign that to the top left corner. Then another Text Mesh Pro just to represent the amount of the coin. I'm positioning correctly in here. Okay, it looks good. Now let's create another script for coin system. First, let's get our shop menu script. And Text Mesh Pro. To access that, we need to use Text Mesh Pro library. I'm gonna call this coin text. And our coin text should be equal to the coins integer inside of the shop menu script. But to access that, we have to write public for our coins integer inside of the shop menu script. Save that and let's go back to coin system scripts. Can write shop menu.coins.toString. We don't need start function. I'm deleting that, and let's save that and go to shop menu script. Let's write 2 booleans in here to check that if the player has bought the red skin or the black skin before. If it has been bought, then we don't want to subtract price amount from the coin amount. And I'm checking that inside of the buy red skin function, as you can see. And I'm copying and pasting the same statement inside of the black skin, but we should change the price, which is going to be 250 for the black skin, and also boolean too. Okay, let's save the script and go back to Unity. Now it's time to assign the coin system script to coins objects and assign the variables such as shop menu script and coin text. Now let's save the project and play the game. See, our coins amount is 0 for now, so I can't buy anything. So let's change the coins amount to 500. And let's see. Yes, as you can see, our coins amount is 500. And when I buy the red skin, it subtracts 120, the price. When I quit the store, I can see that our material assigned to our player. And now let's try to use blue skin, now it's blue. And when I try to buy the black skin, as you can see, it's subtract the price again, and our player is black now. And when I click these buttons again, it doesn't subtract the price from the coins because we already bought that. So cool, that's the end of our video, guys. If you want to see more videos about the shop system and store system, just like the video and don't forget to subscribe the channel, because that what motivates me to make these videos like that more and more. Thank you.